Have you ever woken up feeling more exhausted than when you went to bed? Your body heavy, your ankles slightly swollen, a dull ache in your lower back that you can't quite explain, and you just brushed it off as getting older. Because what if I told you those quiet, almost invisible signs could be your kidneys struggling right now, and most people don't realize it until over 70% of kidney function is already gone. In fact, here in the United States, more than 1 in 7 adults are living with some stage of kidney disease, and the majority have no idea it's happening inside their body. And by the time symptoms become obvious, the damage is often permanent, sometimes leading to dialysis or worse. I'm Dr. Vincent Hale, and today I need you to pay close attention because one of the most dangerous things you're doing to your kidneys might not be what you eat at dinner, but what you reach for first thing in the morning. But here's the part that could change everything. You don't need expensive treatments, extreme diets, or complicated routines to start protecting your kidneys. Sometimes the most powerful shift begins with something so simple, so overlooked, that most people ignore it every single day. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how a small, intentional choice in your morning routine can either slowly damage your kidneys or become one of the easiest ways to protect them for years to come. Let's start with something so simple, most people completely overlook it: the apple. Margaret was 64 when her doctor first warned her that her kidney function was starting to decline. Nothing dramatic, no pain, no clear symptoms, just subtle signs: fatigue, slight swelling, rising blood sugar. Like many people, she assumed it was just part of aging. But instead of ignoring it, she made one small change. Every morning, she replaced her usual pastry and coffee with a single, fresh apple. No extreme diet, no expensive supplements, just one consistent habit. 3 months later, her lab results told a different story. Her blood sugar stabilized, her cholesterol dropped, and most importantly, her kidney markers improved. So what actually happened inside her body? Apples are rich in a soluble fiber called pectin, and this is where things get interesting. Pectin acts like a sponge in your digestive system, binding to excess cholesterol and removing it before it can clog your blood vessels. And when your blood flows more freely, your kidneys don't have to work as hard to filter waste. That alone can significantly reduce long-term strain. But that's only part of the equation. Apples are also loaded with antioxidants like flavonoids and polyphenols, compounds that fight oxidative stress, one of the leading drivers of chronic kidney damage. Every day, your kidneys are exposed to microscopic damage from free radicals. And without protection, that damage builds up silently over time. And here's something most people never think about: hydration. A fresh apple is about 85% water, meaning every bite helps support your body's natural detox process. Proper hydration keeps your filtration system running smoothly, like oil in an engine. Without it, everything wears down faster. Even more important, apples help regulate blood sugar levels. High blood sugar is one of the fastest ways to damage your kidneys, and the fiber in apples slows down sugar absorption, preventing dangerous spikes that put stress on your system. So when you look at it closely, that one small habit, just one apple in the morning, is quietly working on multiple levels: improving circulation, reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting hydration all at once. But here's the truth most people miss. Even if your blood is perfectly balanced, your kidneys can still be under attack from something you can't see, something far more aggressive than cholesterol or sugar. But here's where things take a more dangerous turn. Because even if your blood sugar is stable and your cholesterol is under control, your kidneys can still be at risk. Not from what's flowing through your blood, but from what's quietly creeping upward through your urinary tract. Robert was 70 when he started dealing with recurring urinary tract infections. At first, it was just discomfort, a burning sensation, frequent trips to the bathroom, annoying but manageable. What he didn't realize was that each untreated infection was giving bacteria a pathway straight to his kidneys. And over time, that repeated damage began to wear them down. His energy dropped, his body felt constantly inflamed, and his doctor warned him, if this continued, it could lead to permanent kidney damage. That was the moment he made a simple but powerful shift. Every morning, he started drinking a small glass of unsweetened cranberry juice. No sugar, no additives, just pure cranberry. Within a few months, the infections nearly disappeared. So what changed? Cranberries contain a unique group of compounds called proanthocyanidins. These compounds act like a protective shield, preventing harmful bacteria, especially E. coli, from sticking to the walls of the urinary tract. And if bacteria can't stick, they can't multiply, and they can't travel upward to infect the kidneys. This isn't just theory. Research published in the Journal of Urology found that regular cranberry consumption can reduce the risk of urinary tract infections by up to 40%, especially in older adults. That's not a small improvement. That's a major line of defense. And the benefits don't stop there. Cranberries are also rich in vitamin C and anti-inflammatory compounds, which help calm internal irritation and support immune function. Because inflammation is one of the silent forces that slowly damages kidney tissue over time. But here's the critical mistake most people are making right now. They're drinking cranberry juice loaded with sugar, the kind that spikes blood glucose, fuels inflammation, and actually puts more stress on the kidneys. In other words, they think they're protecting themselves while quietly making things worse. So the rule is simple. If it's not unsweetened, it's not helping you. Now think about this for a moment. If something as small as a daily habit can block infections before they even start, how many people are unknowingly putting their kidneys at risk just by ignoring it? But even if you eliminate infections completely, your kidneys are still facing another threat. One that doesn't cause pain, doesn't send warning signs, and yet slowly breaks them down from the inside out. And this is where the real silent damage begins. Because even if you've stabilized your blood sugar and blocked infections, there's still one hidden force that continues to wear your kidneys down every single day: chronic inflammation. Elaine was 67 when her doctor gave her a warning she couldn't ignore. Her blood pressure had been climbing for years, and now it was starting to affect her kidneys. She didn't feel anything extreme, no sharp pain, no dramatic symptoms, just fatigue, occasional swelling, and a sense that her body wasn't quite keeping up anymore. But behind the scenes, her kidneys were under constant pressure, forced to filter blood through inflamed, constricted vessels. Instead of overhauling her entire lifestyle, she made one small, consistent change. Every afternoon, she started eating a simple cup of fresh grapes. Within weeks, something shifted. Her blood pressure readings began to stabilize. The swelling reduced. Her energy slowly came back. And over time, her kidney markers started to improve. So what made such a simple habit so powerful? Grapes are packed with a compound called resveratrol, one of the most studied natural antioxidants when it comes to heart and kidney health. Resveratrol works by neutralizing free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging inside your body. And your kidneys, constantly filtering your blood, are especially vulnerable to this kind of microscopic stress. But here's the deeper layer most people miss. Chronic inflammation doesn't feel urgent, but it's one of the leading causes of long-term kidney decline. It slowly scars the tiny filtration units inside your kidneys, reducing their ability to do the one job they were designed for: clean your blood efficiently. Studies have shown that regular grape consumption is associated with improved blood vessel function, lower blood pressure, and reduced markers of inflammation, all critical factors in protecting kidney health over time. And just like apples and cranberries, grapes bring something else to the table: hydration. With around 80% water content, they help maintain fluid balance and support the natural flushing process your kidneys depend on every day. So when you step back and look at it, this isn't just about a fruit. It's about reducing pressure, calming inflammation, and giving your kidneys the environment they need to function without constant stress. But here's the part most people still don't realize. Knowing each of these benefits separately isn't enough, because the real power comes from how they work together and what happens when you ignore that connection. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. Your kidneys don't fail overnight. They weaken slowly, quietly, over months, even years. And the small choices you make every single day, especially in the morning, matter far more than you think. You don't need to overhaul your entire life to start protecting them. Sometimes it's as simple as being intentional. Start your day with a fresh apple to support your blood and reduce strain. Add unsweetened cranberry to help guard against hidden infections. And include a handful of grapes to calm inflammation and protect your circulation. Small habits, done consistently, can become one of the most powerful forms of prevention you have. And if you've made it this far, that tells me something important. You care about your health, and you're willing to take action before it's too late. So do yourself a favor, save this video so you can come back to it and turn this into a daily routine. And if you want more simple, science-backed ways to protect your kidneys and stay ahead of silent diseases, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I share practical, real-world health insights designed to help you take control before problems begin. Because at the end of the day, your future health isn't decided in a hospital. It's decided by what you choose to do today. And the good news is, starting now, you still have the power to protect it.